Wanted it like this and just make it quick. Yeah. So what I thought about the internet was right. They've done something on the back end, on Spectrum's end, that basically make my devices not compatible. So my kind of theory was right with what the problem was. So yeah, so look, I got Star Trek on disk. I got Transformers. I want to show you this about Transformers. That's just all that is a bunch of trailers for different Transformers properties. That's all the bonus disc is a bunch of trailers for different stuff involving the movies and the cartoons and stuff. That's all it is, a bunch of trailers. And like I said, my replacement G.I. Joe. And yeah, I know about the RoboCop and Robotech. And that guy keeps commenting, I can't pronounce your name because of my dyslexia, because I always look at it on my phone screen, but I appreciate you trying to help. But no, my health's not doing any better. Like I said, going to get this, I about didn't make it back from the freaking mailbox. I had to stop several times and recover my strength. I meant what I said. I need something positive. I need some positive stuff in my life. All this dark energy is destroying me. But if you're wondering, that's what the doctors are saying. It's all this stress from all this crap, all this being treated like garbage because people don't want to give me they want to judge my disabilities or judge the stuff I got, So yeah, so the only thing I got that I can really do anything with the internet now, because they just basically said my Xbox One is useless. That's why it won't connect. Along with that TV, everything. So the only things that still work are that over there, that computer over there, and then the other one, because I was able to change the Wi-Fi card. And the other one has Windows 10, so it kind of works a little. So the two PCs work and the phone work, but my gaming consoles are not compatible with Spectrum's current or their standards now. Their Wi-Fi cards are too slow. That's why they won't work. So yeah, if I wanted to, so I can't beat Mass Effect, I can't beat any of this stuff, because they sped it up so much on the back end that my equipment ain't compatible anymore. Guy even told me, he even pulled out his phone and showed me like, oh, here's a Series X for sale. I don't like the cable guy was literally trying to pitch me to buy a Series X. And you guys know how I feel about that remake piece of junk. Because there ain't nothing on it but remakes. And I only got one game. Some of these games are backwards compatible. These licensed games are. And that's the sad thing about games like this that are, movie tie-in games. Once the console's dead, they're dead. The only, and sports games the same way, but yeah, so he even tried to get me to buy one of those things. And I told him what kind of computer components I had in my computer. He's like, yeah, that's out of date too, so that might not last 2 months longer. Because he said they're like at speed 8 or whatever or something. I don't know, he said something about number 8, like 8T, I don't know, something to do with that number. And all this stuff was rated for like 2 and 5 or 2 and 4 bandwidth, and they're at like 8 bandwidth now. So yeah, other than my two PCs and my phone, that's all I can do. My TVs, my Xboxes, they're useless. So I guess I'm done. Other than maybe trying to get Atari Anniversary on disc and Rumble Roses, that's it. There's nothing else to get. But again, I did get it to download, but if it's digital, it won't work if it's offline. So, yeah. So another router's not going to change it. It's what goes on the back end. They're at frequency 8 or whatever, something 8. I can't remember exactly what word was he used. But all this stuff was designed for tier 2 and tier 3 stuff. and they're at number 8 now. That's why my stuff won't work. Whatever he said with the word 8, I can't remember what the other word was, but so it's like this stuff is. Why am I repeating myself? I don't know, just don't. But like I said, there's nobody to talk to on Xbox Live anyway. It's not but a bunch of jerks anyway. No, saves $10 a month on pay Xbox Live because my machine can't connect. And then that's how long my PCs have before they, become where they don't work. I mean, the only reason they even still working is because they got third-party, Wi-Fi cards on them. But these right here, the Wi-Fi cards in them, you can't change them. So, and the only reason my PC's doing as good as they do because I bought aftermarket Wi-Fi cards and put them in. So yeah, so I can't even stream videos. Well, like my phone, sometimes it'll stream, sometimes it won't. And my phone's issue is just it's just a crappy brand of phone according to him because it's the A16, which is the crappiest phone that Spectrum sells. So yeah, because I got their cheapest phone because I'm unfixed ink, so that's why it won't work half the time. That's why it's always buffering. Yeah, so I guess I'm done with the internet other than using it to pay bills and buy groceries. That's it. Like I said, 2 more games on my list. I can maybe 4 more. Get Dead Rising 1 and 2 to go with Dead Rising 3. I mean, I've heard the story kind of falls off after 3, I think. I don't know. I don't know really anything about any of those zombie games. I just know I got the 3rd one because I found it on sale at one point when I was getting launch games for the original Xbox. But I mean, I ain't never played the first 2, so maybe, like I said, Rumble Roses, Atari 50, and maybe the 2 Dead Rising games will be the last of it.